Hello everyone, this is Earl Sewell and welcome to my podcast. In this episode I will be sharing a piece of short fiction with you that I wrote back in undergraduate school. I truly hope you enjoy it. So this is a short piece of fiction called The Broken Colored Glass that I wrote back in undergraduate school, back in 1992. I truly hope you enjoy it. Before we get started, let's take a deep breath. Okay, let's get into our story. The Broken Colored Glass by Earl Sewell. Oh, they think that don't nobody know who they are, but I know them. The young boys, the young men, the young girls, and the young women. They think that don't nobody know who they are. I've lived here all of my life on the 12th floor. They used to call it public housing, but now it's simply called the projects. A person used to have pride when they said they lived in public housing, but that was way back when people were dying to get up in here. Back then, an apartment with a view of downtown was something to smile about. But not anymore. The only things people see are playgrounds with no swings and people who ain't used to things. They see curtains blowing out of windows, stripped cars with children playing in them, old garbage piled up in the corner, and water running down the sidewalk from busted building pipes. Even dirt and trash has found a home here because it doesn't blow away in the wind or rain. They got a 24-hour liquor store right down there. It's got bulletproof glass from floor to ceiling. It's owned by them foreigners who don't want you to touch anything. It's a nasty little place they got. They never mop the floor. They only use dim light, and that makes the place look dark and dirty and just plain old nasty. Piss stains all around the building too, but it don't matter because it matches the broken chunks of concrete and the broken colored glass. In the summer, when it gets real hot, the piss stains start to smell, but them young boys don't care. They just piss on top of the old piss. The broken colored glass is the empty gin, vodka, rum, beer, and wine bottles. The broken colored glass is the shattered dreams of those young men. They stand there in their baseball caps, starters jackets, and high-priced gym shoes. They stand there with their hands in their pockets with nothing to do, no place to go, out of school, out of work, and going out of their mind. They even stand there in the cold trying to keep warm in a coat that doesn't zip or button up. They talk to the women that walk by because they're looking for a place to stay during the winter. Oh, baby, it ain't nothing permanent. It's only for a little while. What you think? Can we hook up or what? Is the line they all use on them young girls. Hey, baby this and hey, baby that is what makes them young girls stop, stare. They smile and they giggle. Sometimes they just even laugh. Hey, baby was all it took for that pretty young girl from across the way, from that fool down there. That girl's mama told her to stay in school and leave them boys alone. I ain't gonna always be around to direct your feet away from trouble, I heard her say to her daughter one day. Instead, that gal came home talking about she was pregnant. Her mama, bless her soul, went crazy that afternoon and put her out. I used to see her coming down 51st Street every day with that baby in her arms. She would come to ask Fred for some pamper and milk money. Fred always got slick when he was standing around the fellas. So one day he had a tune in his head, and he looked at her and he said, "Baby, my name is Fast Fred. I can't be carrying no sick baby to my bed. You know, if you'd use your head, you'd see that you better off dead." All the fellas laughed. That girl was confused, hurt, penniless, and pretty much homeless. That day, Fast Fred caused that gal to put her baby down and kill it dead. The broken colored glass is the shattered dream of a young life. 2:30, and Mr. Dope Dealer is right on time. He pulled into the parking lot in his black Benz that has black tinted windows. He had on his black leather outfit and his black fur coat. He popped the trunk, put his foot on the bumper, and slid the coat back so that he could show off his gun. The young men went over there to buy them some drugs, but some fool snatched some of the drugs and ran off toward a playground full of kids getting out of school. Mr. Dope Dealer pulled out that gun and shot. Boom! 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 He missed the thug and shot 2 kids. Those young men didn't say or do anything. The broken colored glass just killed 2 kids. Today is a new day, and right now I'm looking at 2 little boys walking behind that foreigner store. One is pretending to be Mr. Dope Dealer, and he's shooting his finger everywhere. The other one just picked up a bottle and smashed it against the corner of the store. The broken colored glass is the shattered dreams of those 2 young boys. The broken colored glass knows all of us, I suppose. Some of us know what the broken colored glass means, I suppose because we see it more than others. And that's because it's in our family. And that means we are related to it. That was The Broken Colored Glass, a piece of fiction I wrote back in 1992 when I was an undergraduate student at Columbia College in Chicago. The story was inspired by the idea that at the time when the high-rises were still standing, a lot of the families there had been there for generations, and they had been living in that level of poverty and dysfunction because that was all that they knew. And so I wanted to give the voice to the character that was a little more wiser, a little bit more mature, and could see things that were happening, but couldn't necessarily do anything about it, because as much as he condemned it, he also had to march in the parade a bit supporting it, because he was related to a lot of those people down there who were doing those horrible things. Again, thank you for listening to the story.